Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's showtime. Hi, guys. I'm back. Make sure. Yep. Everything's working. Good. Also, good. I'm going to start with the Dragon Bash, I think. Last year, we had Prolix doing it, so he will continue doing it this year. I'll be addressing the various and sundry materials that we have announced today over the course. I have to say that in the last week, I really liked, first of all, the announcement that the post-mortem they had was generally very good, I thought, on Secret of the Obscure. They pretty much hit my pain points, or at least most of them. And, well, I wanted player housing a lot. We're getting player housing. There have been discussions on Reddit about what new weapon they could have after Soto gave everyone a new weapon, and my response has been for over a year, land spears for everyone. And I got that. So, good news on both fronts. I also don't want to say predicted. I said if they're going to do a raid, and when it started looking like they were going to after the announcement a week ago, I was specific that I thought what they should do is basically put together every boss as a strike mission, and then just sort of hook the strike missions together with some in-between stuff, and that way they'd get their raid and they'd get strikes, and they've kind of done that. They have the raid, but instead of breaking it up into individual strikes, although that may happen as well, they're having, in essence, an open world version of the raid. How that'll work out, I don't know. That one is particularly interesting sounding to me. Let's see what we've got. Let's see, the race is starting. Just in case, the race is one of the things necessary for the daily, I'm going to go ahead and enter the race. I guess it's too late. Well, that's the watching. This is the betting. Yeah, no bets for me. Okay, I hope it's not on the daily list, because we're about to find out what that is. Actually, I did the dailies before they rolled over 1 minute ago. Did them like an hour ago. Daily. Aim for the sky. Fireworks. Okay. Consume 25 Zytaffy. That's always a given. Pick the winner, and I have failed and feel shame. Damn it.
Who doesn't want to be the best, strongest hunter?
Ah, this is a different race. Right, this isn't the Moa. This is the Moa race. That one isn't what's starting. It's the people race is what's starting. The game, I think the game looks great. I feel that a game has always looked great. The art team has always been first freaking rate. They just inherently always do great stuff. So, yeah, if you think it looks crisp, there are people who really dislike the art style. Now, I can understand not liking the art style. It has this sort of what has been described as painterly look to it, and I'm fine with that description. And I can understand people not liking it. But I see people say that it has bad graphics, and that confuses me. Not liking it is a matter of taste. I can't see this game as having bad graphics, saying, I don't care for them. Perfectly rational. Believable. But bad? I don't see that. I just don't. Well, we have 25. I believe we need to eat 25. And there's one of the 3 dailies complete. We have a new announcement of the new expansion today. Janthir Isles is the name of the new expansion. We're getting player housing, a new raid wing. People had given up on that. It's been 5 years since the last raid wing. And land spears as a new weapon for every class. And so the community is pretty hyped right now. It's August 20th, I think, is the launch date. Come on, when's the MOA race? Come on. Come on. MOA race. We want the MOA race. I need it for the daily. If you haven't played for a long time, you might want to come back. There's the MOA race. And of course, the secret to winning the MOA race. Wait, what? Do they no longer allow us to bet on all of them? Oh no. Oh no. People are not going to be happy. Oh, this. Oh, yeah, this is terrible. This one is one of the dailies you can. In the past, you could simply place a bet on every single vehicle MOA. Not anymore. Oh, that's terrible. Because turning this into a 1 in 5 shot, that's just garbage. For a daily you can't control how long it takes. That's terrible. Oh, people are not going to be happy with that. People are not going to be happy with that. Obviously, I'm not happy with that.
I'll forge it with polish.
I can understand why it's always been gaming the system, but it's a daily, and getting people being able to finish the daily should not be a matter of pure luck when it's offered every, I don't know, 15 minutes or something. People are not going to be happy. Well, that's unexpected. I have to check if I can't be the first person to have noticed. MOA race can't bet on more than one. Only once a day? No, that's the 20. No. Any tools? Any reason to say past 24 hours? Nope. Doesn't look like it. Maybe mine's gummed up, or maybe nobody's noticed. Although that seems really unlikely. So I'm just going to do the daily stuff, and then probably do a key farm, and probably continue to blather about the upcoming expansion all day long. Did I not? I thought I clicked on those in the dailies. Did I not? Thought I did. Yeah. And that's not showing up either. Weird. Okay. Huh. I don't know why they did that. I mean, sure. It was cheesing something, but it wasn't like it was cheesing anything important.
Take heed. I haven't taken leave of my senses.
Yes, I know.
Creatures of metal and steel.
She hasn't taken leave of her senses. Oh, we beg to differ. Those of us who've been hearing her say that for years, we beg to differ. All right, it said I succeeded. I am dubious that my selected MOA won. No, it hasn't. Well, what did I just get the achieve for then?
Now this is a fine specimen.
I'm confused. I am continuing to be confused by this.
Study next to the organ.
It's not a big deal, but so I've got to bust up pinatas and set off fireworks. So 4 more fireworks, I think. One of those didn't count for some reason. Don't know why. But we've got more than enough. We'll finish it off. And okay. Another chest. Let me check where we are in the daily achieves. I don't remember it being that many pinatas either. Did they jack up the number?
Tomorrow, I go on my first hunt.
Oh, it's 2 out of 3, so it's only to the first tier of the pinata, I think. Yeah. And I didn't win on the MOA, it seems like. Let me see if I can see for MOA race. Where's the race for MOA race? Other one, thank you, thank you. Old MMOs really do hit you with such nostalgia. I can almost smell the cigarette smoke in the game club we were playing. WoW and Allods. I played Allods a little bit. It was a reasonable MMO for, you know, a WoW knockoff. I actually played it maybe even on stream a couple of years back just to see if it was still running. Huh. All right, well, what are my other options then for finishing off the daily? Since they appear to have made an unwelcome change. Participate in the hologram stampede or defeat any champion enemies. I think you got to do 3. Minion masher, vanquish holographic dragon minions, defeat a champion boss in the arena. I keep clicking the wrong things. Yeah, alright, I guess we head over for the bash over here. I don't have that waypoint.
I wonder what the commander's doing right now.
Sign me up. All right. I'm into the dragon arena. Don't remember specifically what I have to do here. I mean, other than obviously kill critters. To get the daily done, at least. Daily gathering yield. I haven't played this character in actual like combat in like forever.
Invigorating.
So don't expect high quality gameplay. Well, not sure what I'm saying. You probably should never expect high quality gameplay from me regardless of the game. Okay, that was successful. Now we'll do a quick check and see what changes have been made here. Minion Masher. Alright, we will click on that.
Pulled from the iciest depths of the Shiver Peaks.
Vitality restored!
Chill to the bone!
Calm before the force!
And we'll take care of him in pretty short order. That was pretty straightforward. Alright. Not bad at all. How do I exit? That's the question. I'm done. There we are. So, we got the dailies done. Next up, I'm going to take a look at some of the sneak peek at some of the stuff that's coming to the auction house in the near future. Or not the auction house, but the game in the near future.
Quite a reward.
We got an identified green die. I have all the green dies. Let me move back up to Trade Commons, I think. Sell a little bit of stuff because we're opening up boxes of, well, stuff. There she is. There he is. Sorry, I said she. My bad. Alad's line is still somewhat kicking. In Russian sector, at least. You tried it again a few years ago. Yeah, I tried it a couple of years ago. I remembered the city you're doing the adventures in. I played it just a little, though. Not really much at all.
This is the only proper course.
Throw that away. Oh, we've got all these. Ale. More ale, and then putting bottles of wine on top of it. What could possibly go wrong other than projectile vomiting?
Everybody wants
Broken Enemy's Defiance Bar. Oh, do we have any specials for the Dragon Bash? We do. Let's see. Complete the annual Dragon Bash Feats achievement. Going the Distance achievement. Hologram Herder achievement. Annual Masters of the Arena achievement. Let me go ahead and fire off this to my alt account. If the alt account already has that die, it will go into the guild bank for my guildies to glom onto freely. Alright, now let me find a place away from all the hustle and bustle, and I want to take a look at a couple of things I'll have to be segueing back and forth for. That shaman has a bunch of leaked information. The flowing scaled cape. Let's see what that looks like. And this is what that looks like. Ah, okay. That's not bad. It's in my matching my current colors, so not necessarily a great demo of that one. Next up, the mini mystical blue orb. I'm assuming it's a mini. Yeah, it is. It didn't register correctly. Why did it not do that? Why does it hate me so? Oh, I put it in the wrong place. Never mind. Try that again. There we go. It's thinking. There's the mystical blue orb. Inoffensive as pets go, and I think actually kind of cool. I don't imagine it took up an enormous amount of any developer or artist's time, but I still kind of like it. We've got the new war claws, and you can see those in the auction or the Black Lion Trading Company. The disguised umbrella sword skin. So it looks like you've got an umbrella, but when you wield it, it's a sword. So that's the sword part. And when it's stowed, it looks like an umbrella, sort of. You can't really make it out because it clips and, well, you know. Luxury speeder skiff. And here's what that one looks like. It's not one of their better. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, maybe you want a tech speeder, in which case that works. Yeah. Let's see. The bonfire axe, torch, and longbow. Let's look at the axe. There it is wielded. Ah, it's burning. And the weapon only. That's not a bad skin. Nothing spectacular. The Serpent's Wrath. Let's go with the Greatsword. There's another new set. Oh, yes, I did see these. Some of these I liked. This one, not so much. But again, very nicely visualized set. But some of these I did like a lot. The Sacred Crystal. I've seen these, or at least a couple of them. You get a choosy box for these if you... I'm not sure if you get it by default in all of the expansion versions, but it is available in the expansion. Why didn't that work? There we are. So that looks a little less interesting than it looked at when I looked at them earlier. Except maybe the scepter wasn't one of the cool ones. And then we've got the chromatic. Oh, I bet it was the chromatic assassin stuff. We'll go with the greatsword again, as the greatswords are often the spiffiest looking. Ah, okay, that's chromatic. Interesting. So those also are a sort of a high-tech view with the prismatic stuff, and that is it. I will also show the contents of the expansion stuff. Yeah, they were shiny. Again, that's one of those where some of them may look really cool. There are some sets where basically everything looks cool, and there are some sets where only some of them look cool. At least to me. So... these are the new items for the expansion. I purchased the high-end thing because I'm hopeless.
That looks valuable.
Well, it costs like it's valuable. So first thing, the Wayfinder's versatile table. We can't use this, as far as I know, until the expansion itself comes out. Exactly what it is, I'm not sure. It will go into the homestead, which is not to confuse with the home instance. The home instance is the story area for each individual race. This will be an account-wide house, homestead, and it'll allow you to place stuff similarly to the way it works in guild halls. But exactly what this one is, we don't know. But I can use it. Nope, cannot be used until Janthir Isles releases. Okay. We have the 3 harvesting tools. And this is what those will each look like. This is the one that picks up like herbs and stuff. It yoinks them and then goes down. Did that equip? It must have equipped. No, it didn't equip. No, okay. Duh. The different coloration threw me. This is the second one. This is for logging, as the big tentacle knocks it down. And the last one is the mining tool, as it whacks the mining node 3 times. Wham, wham, and wham. We have, is it a complete makeover? Yeah, identity repair kit. So that's a total makeover kit and a name change. We have the Whispering Serpent's Pauldron skin, gotta say. Not sure I have a character who'll wear these. But you can see what they look like there on his shoulders. You have a dragon on each shoulder. Now, presumably, this is the angel dragon and this is the devil dragon. Sitting on each shoulder and, giving you, both of them giving you bad advice. Did I just actually change that? No. No, I didn't. And then the Serpent's Wrath weapon skins. I showed you the Greatsword previously. That was not one of the ones I liked. Was it the Scepter I liked? The dagger I thought was pretty cool. The axe, that's the axe. The axe is pretty nice. The dagger I liked. The focus is all octopusy. Sorry about that line. The greatsword is one we looked at previously. That's the hammer. So some of them seem to have sort of a serpent, and others have more of an octopus theme. That one, clearly very, very octopus associated. The pistol, I did like the rifle as well. As I thought, yeah, I like the octopus themed ones more than the serpent schemed ones. And it's a choosy box, so I'll get to keep one of those. There may be ways of getting others later. Not sure. So that's the goodies, along with a level 80 boost and a new shared inventory slot that you get for buying the top-end package. Now, for those who might be interested in the value proposition, the lowest version, price-wise, 25 or 29, I can't remember. 25 or 29. The intermediate version includes a couple of nice things.
Another.
But if you're going to buy the intermediate one and you ever buy gems, you should probably buy the expensive one, as for the additional $20 over the medium priced one, you get what would normally be $50 worth of gems. Yeah, $50 worth. For an additional $20. So if you buy gems, it's worth it. If you don't, probably not. I just want to see if the prices were up. Funny tentacle go wham, wham, wham. Exactly. Yeah. So it's not clear exactly, but we may have, hey, major kicks. Up, up. I hydrated already. There you go. So there may be a Eldritch Horror theme for the expansion. We really don't know much yet. But the fact that we have the Eldritch Horror harvesting tools might be a pointer. All right, I'll suck again. Here. There, I've given you 3. I'm hydrating so much I'm going to need to take a whiz. I hope you're excited about the Guild Wars 2 expansion. Quite a ways away. Feels like forever. I'm going to go ahead and run a keyform. This will mean deleting my previous. Well, you would have heard the news. We're getting housing. I need to delete this character. Haven't been playing as much lately, been lazy and busy. I can see why. That's a good reason to not play. One or the other would not be sufficient, but both clearly is. Well, I now have 2 empty character slots here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new character. I have no idea which class. And stream leveling them all through all the content because I hate myself. Let's go with a Norn. Female. I'm going to roll a die. Trusty D20. 1 through 9. 11 through 19. 10 or a 20, we roll again. It's a 13. It will be a Revenant. A Revenant. And, because we're going all random, we'll randomize the appearance. But just for ease of movement's sake, I always make them short. Other than that, we're good with that. Let's see. Mod 3. 9. So we will stick with the Resplendent Curtain. I always go Ferocity so I can remember for storyline purposes. We'll roll again. Mod 3. 10. Mod 3. 8. Mod 4, that'll be easy. 7 is Wolf. And we'll stick with our standard. Fane's Heart is a portmanteau of 2 of my guild friends.
Hunter of
Faye
the
and
Wild,
Rain's Heart.
born of the free and rugged Shiver Peak Mountains.
God, she's yappy. And my original order, my original goodies from when I first bought the game. Is it the Heroes Ring? Is that the name? I can't even remember. Heroes Band. Celestial Stats. 2 points to everything.
Hey, over here. You don't want to miss a chance for glory.
Yeah, okay, I'll do some hunting. We've got the Alpine Bull Minotaur. He's got a green star over his head. That's just nature's way of saying hit me.
Now you suffer.
And he hits back. I'm pretty sure that's not fair. Got him. Poor little feller. Well, not actually little. Actually, big. Pretty honking big. Typical. Well, the only tune I would delete, though, is my
Hurry up, Ido.
key farm characters
I
so that
wanna
I
get
can
to the
recreate them
before Kettle
in a
gets
slightly different fashion once a week. Now, I want to get away from the babble because I don't want to miss the open gates leading up to Issermir, the giant worm. And he's not out yet. Yeah, that was just deleting the key runner. I have 36 other characters on the account. They're not getting deleted. They're not all at cap yet. I have like 5 left who aren't at cap, but yeah. I'm not well. Deleting an old tune that was there and you needed the space. No. And as of today, I have an additional space. I bought the new expansion. New expansion comes with a character slot. Alright, doors open. Time to go kick Issermir's ass. Hi, Air. Hi, Garm. Who's a good doggy? You're a good doggy.
Snow leopard grant you swiftness and grace.
May Raven bless you with the vision to see.
Now, for a number of years, I did a key farm pretty much once a week. Sometimes twice because I have an alt account. So I find doing a key farm relaxing.
Battle with the strength of bear.
I mean, I have all these level up tokens in the bank. So I could basically finish up the prologue, immediately level up to 20 or something, and just go straight into the story and cut the entire time off by like half. I actually kind of enjoy the relaxing, no stress key farm content. Now granted, mostly I do the human commoner because it's the fastest.
Hunters, this is your chance to match new White Bear. What are you waiting for? Come back!
I'm waiting for Issermir to pop up. I appear to be the only one here this day. Yeah. Looks like I'm the only person around tonight. At least doing the Norn key farm. I still don't know how the hell they got this enormous freaking worm up here. Who carried it up the
There's our
steps?
prey. Go on, Hunter. Show us what you can do.
I beg to differ with that. I dodged in time.
Don't forget about the little ones. They're dangerous too. At it. Don't let Garm have all the fun.
And we do have another character. Another player character, I should say, who's joined.
He's reeling.
Sekov is his name. S-E-K-O-V. All capitalized. And while I was looking at that, I got whacked in the melon by Issermir.
All hail the Slayer of Issermir.
That's me.
Now return to the Snow Lord's Gate as no mere hunter, but a champion.
That's right. Champion. Slayer of Issermir. Mouth not work. English am hard.
What a hunt! I heard about your victory. Very impressive.
Yes, I am. Thank you. I'm glad you're acute enough to notice that my victory was very impressive indeed. I don't actually want the beetle mount. We want to change our default mount to the sky scale. Hey, not just defeater of worms, but really honking big worms, okay? Because I think if size matters for anything, it matters in the size of the worm. And that totally was a dirty double entendre. Well, looks like we do not currently have the riddle game running. That's unfortunate. So instead, we are going to be murdering Skelk. Yeah, don't want to do it. Kind of have to do it. Let's res this guy.
That's all
Fortune
me
must have
right
called you
there.
here.
I have revived an ally. Poor Skelk. They picked the wrong place to, build their nests. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. And Papa's got a brand new bag. I make that joke every single freaking time. Oop. Put the eggs back. Res this guy. So a lot of my misgivings about the game that I had 2 weeks ago have been addressed by the post-mortem that Josh did the other day, a week ago. And the expansion hit most of the notes that I was looking for. Unexpectedly, most of the notes I was looking for. I am surprised. I was hoping for housing,
This
but
valley is a sacred but dangerous place.
wasn't sure I'd get it at all. I liked that they were doing another raid, even though I'm not a raider. And this one will have an open world implementation. I don't know how that's going to work, but I'm interested, certainly. Issermir. Need to go up there and glom onto Issermir for the hero point. For instance, the open world raid, will that reward the goodies towards raid legendary armor? If so, I'm very, very interested in the open world raid. Obviously, it's not going to be as difficult as the standard 10-man raid. But how much, I don't want to say dumbing it down, how much less challenging will that have to be so that in your average batch of Guild Wars 2 dopes that I include myself in have a reasonable chance of getting it done. But not making it so easy that everyone AFKs. That's a problem they're currently having or have been having with the meta for Interneos. The Spider's Lair, where evidently, because of the scaling, even a few people AFKing after they die, not going back to the waypoint and then running back in to fight, can make a huge difference. And I saw that. I've only run it twice. The first time we succeeded. Second time, we failed. We ran out of time with, he was at 1% or under 1%. We needed like a couple of seconds more. In fact, I initially thought we had succeeded. But it was the fail notification. And I will proudly state that I died twice, I think. And each time, quickly got back into the fight. So I may have helped them fail by not being good enough, but I did not help them fail by not trying. If I can see them, I should be able to whack them. I shouldn't have a second grace period. I kick suspicious trees. I don't know about you. I walk around the neighborhood. Sometimes I'll just start kicking suspicious looking trees. And sometimes, you know, bad guys fall out of the trees. All right. We'll now... time to feed the bear cubs. Good news for the bear cubs. Not so good news for the fish in the fish traps. Sorry, guys. And... are complete. Hop into our skimmer. And down, down, down. Another level for me. Let's fight.
Might makes me right.
That's an attitude I would expect from a char.
I can feel her little tail wagging in my heart.
Might makes me right. And now, time to murder one of the native species. They're not really smart, but they speak, they think, they feel, and I am going to destroy their cultural heritage as much as I can. Cave paintings? Yep, destroy them. Sacrificial offerings? Crunch them. More? Cultural imperialism. Feels so good. I am indeed a cultural imperialist running dog. Do is destroy everything that matters to them. Easy peasy. Oh, we've got an event going on as well. Grab the Grawl food sacks, deliver those, and we should get, assuming the event completes, we should get some additional XP from that.
Want to fight a god? Well, a Grawl god, but still.
Ho, traveler.
Who gets the food? Oh, guess nobody. Not carrying it, am I? No. Okay. We are up to level 5. We all need help from time to time. Next up, the wolves.
Good hunting.
All right, I just talked to the wolves. I don't need to talk to him. Hi, guys. Let us hunt together. But we will not be hunting the moose. I know you guys are probably hungry. Your dogs. Dogs are always hungry. Nope, nope. We're hunting Svanir.
Might makes me right.
Come on. Why are you guys running? You should be running straight towards the Svanir. They're delicious. Trust me. Would I lie? Kinda, yeah.
Might makes me right.
I have looted enemies and received more XP. I'm now level 6. Sword, please. We got a great sword. Let's try using the great sword. Okay, it's a Zweihander. Zwei means 2. Care to guess what hander means? Silver medal on the food stealing thing. I'm sure the Sons of Svanir won't mind. They're not the kind to hold a grudge at all. I freed a wolf. Another wolf pup. Well, one more ought to do.
Fury is mine.
Part complete. And we'll get our first attire upgrades, as we'll get new shoes. And my rule for key farms and the like, or new character, is every time I get a new item of attire, we randomize the dies. Dies. Randomize. Those are really horrible. We've got Savage, Morning Glory, and Glint's Isolation.
Fury is mine.
Oh, okay, that didn't take. There we go. We've got orange, pastel purple, and fog. Why won't it? Is it because I'm in combat? It's because I'm in combat again. God damn it. Freaking respawns, man. All I'm trying to do is change my dye colors, and they won't let me. Sons of Svanir. They're just jerks. Mint Ice, Grape Shade, and Dewdrop. When it comes to my quest, when it comes to my stream, please do drop in. Hello, is this thing on? The dredge. I gotta play with the cubs first. The cubs, you can play with them every couple minutes. They're on a shared cooldown amongst all the players. But you always want to play with them if possible because they give you the biggest chunk of advancement towards the heart. And they're just adorable. And that one has been played with. That sounded wrong. That's another level. I'm level 7. Oh. Did we finish? did. I should have gotten at least a little credit. I finished that one off. I was robbed. I was robbed, I say. I'll snarl at the bush. And out came a wabbit. Don't worry, even though I'm not actually a snow leopard, it's still, I am in a snow leopard body, so still kind of nature in action, right? I can glide by cat paddling, if that's a thing. Maybe one more. Yep. Heart complete. Mm-hmm. Again. All right, there we are. Now, later on, we need another 2.5 levels. Won't take too long. And we'll do the story. We'll get a key. We'll open up the new lockboxes. I did not buy 25 keys for the first time in a couple of years for the lockboxes. Not sure how I'm feeling about the lockboxes after the... Even with the positive notes from Grouch's post-mortem from a week ago, I'm still not happy with the way Soto ended. The last content piece was vastly
New land.
underwhelming. Is not even close. It was, to my mind, the second worst piece of content they've ever done. Second only to the second part of the Gala Delve map, which, for those of you who don't remember, was a single tunnel and a boss at the end. That was the low point for their content production. But this was a close second. I will not be doing Bjarni's Rabbits quest. Oh, actually, yeah. If there's no one else around, I'll do it. Because I can cheese it. You can cheese it if you've got a mount. You pick it up, and instead of running, you fly it over to
Ho,
Bjarni.
traveler.
And that makes it much less.
This is a bad time to be traveling.
You must visit more.
Because the default version is just really annoying, especially if there are a lot of players around.
The spirits of the wild welcome you.
So in this case, there's another player, so I'm going to go further afield, since I don't actually have to worry about dodging the rabbits, generally speaking, as long as I'm mounted up. I'll give her the ones,
Up for a challenge?
the shorter trips. By going out much further for the various bags of rabbit food. So I will need to decide
Good hunting.
what race and class I'm going to do, if I'm going to do that, running through all of the leveling content, all the storyline, and all of that. And I nice to have a little bit, get back to a little bit of the sort of long
You must visit
content.
more often.
And I must have been flying too low and had one of the rabbits grab the food from my greedy little paws or the talons of my sky scale, whatever it is. One more after this, I think.
This is a bad time to be traveling.
Quickly!
Good hunting.
Oh, I may have been carrying it. I guess I wasn't close enough. Oh, the bunny acolyte took the tell. They stole my tell. I'm talking to Bjarni and didn't get the Bjarni dialogue. I got the dialogue for the freaking acolyte. And there's your food. Bjarni. Look, it's a spear. Spears will be cool for the first time in the game. At long last, spears will be cool. Technically, the Aqua Breather is an item of attire, so new dice. We have Bold, Pastel Olive, and Eerie Purple. Not to confuse with Erie, Pennsylvania.
Good
I think that was a TV show. All right. Dragon Bash. Hologram Stampede. Oh, we've got the Stampede here. Sure, that ought to be pretty decent XP. Ready to deal with.
All who injure us will pay.
Fury is mine.
Everybody wants to play with my toys.
Oh, this one's kind of cute.
Moving to round 2.
Might makes me right. Nothing can bring me down.
Nothing can bring me down. I am an optimist in all ways and all times. I have played New World. A lot. I played it, I got into one of the early alphas. And gave them a lot of feedback through the whole process. Played it at launch, played it off and on. The new announcement about the potential of them using sharding initially just in the starting areas to keep the queues down. And hopefully moving it into the game as a whole. Because one of the problems the game's always had is the populations change so often that there's no real server identity and players and guilds, corps, whatever they call them, I can't remember. You know, they have no sense of continuity.
Smell funny.
And hopefully that'll fix that. How do you think it compares to Guild Wars 2? Do you think it's better? In certain ways, they have a similar combat system. Guild Wars 2 is not completely skill shot based action combat in that tab targeting. It is more of a hybrid system. So I think if you're really a buff on action combat, that is one of the advantages, although it's not a huge advantage, that New World has. Generally, Guild Wars 2 was always a primarily PvE-based game, whereas the initial design for New World was primarily a PvP game. And so there's this sort of gap between the way the game was designed from the foundation up, where initially they wanted the PvP to be the primary part of the game, and after the alphas didn't go the way they wanted them to, they, like a lot of PvP company, or a lot of people who do a PvP game or a PvE game with PvP,
I'm always
either
choosing
case.
greatness. I like it.
They had done a lot of design work to prevent ganking and high-level characters parking outside of towns who were only interested in, killing lower-level players. And what they found, unfortunately, after their alphas was when they looked at the heat maps of kills, they found that the vast majority of the kills were by high-level characters ganking low-level characters just outside of town. All of their systems they put in to disincentivize that didn't work. And that is why they turned to a primary PvE design, because they realized that their primary PvP design was not going to work. Not because PvEers were complaining, which is a common theme you'll hear from the PvP fans, but the fact of the matter is, it wasn't the PvE players who killed that. It was the PvP players themselves. That too many of them were just gankers.
Standards.
And a gank-based PvE game is just not going to have any success. None of them have. Over time, players want out because there's a small strata at the top who are skilled and have good gear and know the ins and outs, and they annihilate everyone. And if you're not in that tier, you're disincentivized to do basically anything. And so that was what they ran into. I'll hold on to that. And so I don't have a... Wow, I got one of the weapon chests. That's really a good pull.
The spoils of battle.
So as to which is better, I think as a total game design, Guild Wars 2 is far better. There are elements of New World that I like a lot. But I don't feel it makes as compelling a package for me. There are people who prefer it. The way I describe New World is it has a core gameplay loop that some people like a lot. I'm one of them. I find the core gameplay loop of New World to be very satisfying. But the people who don't like it are more likely to take the opinion of they don't understand how anyone could like it, because it is so different. And a freaking... What the hell was with the rewards I got out of this? It's so good. So that there are people who like it, and then most everyone else doesn't understand why anyone likes it. So I think that makes it a harder sell for a lot of people, generally speaking, than Guild Wars 2. I think most people who play Guild Wars 2, they might not like it, but I think they would at least understand why people do like it. Whereas I think a lot of people, they don't understand New World at all. But for me, I like the core gameplay loop. I find it very satisfying. So I have played it a lot off and on, but I haven't stuck with it. And at least one of the reasons is they keep making major game system changes. And every time they do, they're changing the way the game sort of plays. And that can be disorienting. You know, a player is getting used to playing in a particular way, and he's enjoying it, and all of a sudden they've changed the way the game plays again. And they've done that a number of times. So while I think there is a lot of good game stuff in New World. I played it a lot. I like it a lot. I just don't think it is anywhere near as complete a game because it's had so many changes in scope and design as they go along. Now, they've got a big announcement coming end of this week, I think. And that may be, the general consensus is that it's probably consoles. And that may change things. It'll re-enliven the game to some degree at least. There'll be more people who will be willing to try it. And hopefully the changes with the sharding in the first couple of town areas will mean they won't have to try and deal with as many of the queues as they have had to deal with in the past. So if they can get a significant jump in the long-term population of the game, that will allow them to confidently put more money and time into the game design, which it could use. So it's a mixed bag, I would say, simply because Guild Wars 2 is a more complete MMO with a lot more options and content. It is a better choice than New World, but there are people who would prefer New World by far, and I understand why they would. I think New World's a really good game, or at least has the core elements of a really good game.
Battle alone can cleanse your inside.
Fury is mine.
For instance, the harvesting mechanics and stuff in it I find are very satisfying. One problem it does have is that the crafting requires such increasing amounts of crafting mats that it is kind of difficult to really make good progress in crafting past a certain point because it just takes so much mats. And in that way it reminds me of like Lord of the Rings Online, the way it used to be, where the amount of materials it took to craft through a crafting tier were increasingly large over time and just very kind of exhausting. Also, because I'm mostly a solo player, the endgame content in Guild Wars 2 suits me a lot better than the endgame content in New World has. So I think unless you're really into the group content, that's another advantage, that significant advantage that Guild Wars 2 has over New World. But I like New World. Not sure how many hours I have in it, but I can find out. I am curious now, how many hours do I have in New World? And this should be post-launch. This shouldn't be including the alpha stuff. I have about 4,500 hours in Guild Wars 2. New World, 215 hours. So probably an equal amount in the alphas, if not more. So 400 to 500 hours probably between the two. Yeah, another waypoint. We'll grab a couple of waypoints. A POI, and that should give us level 10. Gimme! Level 10! Ding! Level 10. So, you know, I certainly feel that I got my money out of New World. back to town. Whoop, whoop, there we are. And into Holbrack. That's right, this way.
Bygarth the Smith. What would you have of this
wants me to get him
season's
some
finest slayer?
Deldermore.
Oh, you're mighty confident for one so young.
So we'll skip past that and we'll head out. This English language, man. It's tough. Growlenfjord. Indeed, speed. The beetle, I believe the beetle at full speed is the same speed as a griffin at full speed. But the griffin obviously can fly.
Off and beat you to death with them.
Well, that's a nice threat from an unconscious man. All right. We'll wait for them to path around. Sometimes you just gotta hit and stab them, that's all.
I need help! These ugly hounds mean to kill me! I can take care of myself from here.
I gotta take care of this one, because otherwise he'll just follow me.
Fury is mine.
Don't worry about me, help them.
The Jotun.
We will make another offering. A hunter who wandered too close. He is strong. His sacrifice will gain his power.
Sorry, guys. That looked like that hurt. I feel bad. I'll make it up to you by killing your friends.
Might makes me right.
It did sound like it hurt. I'm gonna spit on the shrine. They're worshipping Jormag, the ice dragon. The sons of Svanir are at it again. Those buckety scumbags. That Dragon Bash is ongoing right now, one of the festivals, the annual festivals.
What happens if nobody can break it? Silence that doubt.
That's the Tooth of Jormag.
Someone will break it.
Bygarth, yep. Wants me to talk to Air.
Stay here and share the legends of the Jotun. So the North can
Pinatas. Pieces of Zytaffy. By the way, all the Elder Dragons have been pretty much taken care of. Alright, we need to talk to Air Stigalkin. Oops. Wanted to show you that. The big hologram of one of the dragons. Primordius, I think. Grab the waypoint.
It's just the way of the world. Predator and prey. Killer be killed.
Yeah, Primordius. I tell you, drone technology sure come a long way. And in we go.
Hold still, Garm. You know I can't carve your image properly when you're wiggling. Oh, this stone isn't right. It'll never... What's that, Garm? Someone's coming?
Yeah,
Very well.
I'm
we'll
right
leave this
behind you,
alone for
Air.
Perhaps the next stone will be better.
Maybe her hearing is going.
May the spirits... It's good to see you again, Slayer. You look troubled. What's wrong?
I've been to the Jotun Caves near Grollenfjord. They're worshipping the elder dragon Jormag.
Well, we can't have that. New gloves.
The glory is all mine.
And with the new gloves, we put on, we got a new bag. Yeah, I know. She's ignoring me again. We have an axe. And a scepter. Scepter.
Power flow at 30%. Rerouting.
And we get some hero points. And we have our first utility slot available. Vengeful Hammers is always a winner. Rotating Hammers of Doom. They do damage, they heal you. They're just the bee's proverbial knees, man. Sons of Svanir Camp. I think there's one down here. Yes, it is. You know, maybe Air's just getting, you know, a bit on in the years now, and the hearing's going, and that's something I can certainly identify with.
The Sons of Svanir are close by. We can try talking to them, but they hate anyone who doesn't serve their dragon, and they utterly despise women.
Maybe Garm should take the lead.
Bad idea. Garm leads with his teeth.
I don't see the bad idea.
Well, well. Look, brothers. A stranger, a woman, and a mangy dog. It's like the beginning of a bad joke.
And you're like the punchline.
We're here about Jotun worshipping the ice dragon near Grollenfjord.
Go back to carving stones, Stagolkin, and take your dogs with you.
Oh, ha ha ha.
Seems you boys didn't understand the lady. I'll say it slower. Tell us about the Jotun and the dragon.
You should have left when you had the chance. Now you die.
That escalated quick.
Looks like we're doing this the hard way. Garm, with me.
Intruders! It's Stagolkin and the Slayer of Isromir!
Hey, they recognize me. I'm famous.
Stay alert.
The
There's
next
another wave
batch.
found.
We're
Come and
digging
get
in.
us, Stick.
We need to go on the offensive and take the fight to
You
them.
washed up has-been.
Wow. Have to get personal with this stuff.
Curse you! None can desecrate the dragon's shrine and live!
Here you
My
are.
brothers will avenge me.
Exactly. It's the guy who killed the worm. That big worm. It was a big worm. Come on, man. Don't sell it short. That was a big worm.
I will kill you all.
Well done. Now let's see what their leader knows.
I mean, worms. You know, earthworms get pretty big. You know, but this thing was might have been able to swallow a car. That's a big worm.
Start talking. Tell us how you converted the Jotun, or we'll whip you through the streets of Holbreck with a lash made of Air's braids.
You wouldn't dare. I'd be slaughtered by my own comrades.
Well, we just slaughtered all your comrades. Do you think
Then
we
tell
care?
us what we want to know.
All right. We converted the giant king Korag. He converted his followers in Ozenfold's Shear.
Good hunting, friend. Jotun may be bigger, but you're badder.
We have a new aqua breather, which means new dies.
Now I shall break you.
That can go into the offhand. I clicked on that can go into the offhand. Why did it not go into the offhand? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I did now, and I manually dragged it. Also, we have new dice. Drum roll, please. The new die colors will be a little overwhelming. We've got quartz, frostbite blue, and pastel purple. It's thematically okay. I mean, out. Now, I'm in combat again because these jerks. Why must they be jerks? It's the son of Svanner. I guess they can't help themselves. Jerks is what they are. All right. Echoes of ages past.
Where is Korag? Your giant king is a weakling and a coward. I challenge him to single combat.
You're not worthy to even speak his name. Run while you still have legs. Korag rules these mountains. He will unify all Jotun behind his iron fist.
If I need to kill you and every other Jotun here to get Korag's attention, so be it.
If you truly wish to be tested, the worship stone behind me is an ancient and holy relic. Its power judges any who touch it. Fail and die.
Touching a rock earns me the right to fight
Korag? Well, we wouldn't put it exactly that way.
While you can still mock death. Otherwise, we'll mock your smoldering corpse.
Tell Korag to prepare for battle. This won't take long.
Pardon me.
Why is that Norn
touch rock.
approaching the worship stone? And why are we allowing it? Because...
Elder Throne.
Die!
Fury is mine.
I yield. You have proven yourself worthy. Come, little Norn. Let us speak.
Little? I mean, for a Norn I'm little, but, I mean...
From the shadows of memory, I salute you.
Okay, I salute you back.
Who are you?
I am the elder known as Throne. I was a giant king when the Jotun ruled all that we surveyed. My people were proud and strong. Now, I am but an echo of the past.
Bummer.
Your people are in great danger. Korag has begun to worship the Ice Dragon, a creature that will destroy them. The Ice Dragon has already brutalized my people. It will corrupt and consume the last of yours if Korag has his way. Help me stop him.
The blood of giant kings flows in Korag's veins and gives him great power. I cannot stop him, but I can tell you the tale of the giant kings. Perhaps that will help you save my people from this fate. I will show you
Echo
the
of the past.
of
Is that
ages
a...
past, when we strode over the world as mighty lords.
See, I see
Witness the
Echo,
savagery,
and I think
greed,
of the old
and
Sega
vanity
Genesis game. I think that had a
ended our
dolphin.
glorious
But I know there's
rule.
another game
Once we
of
were
that
as
era
gods.
with
At
ECCO
the
in the
height of our
title.
power, arrogance and jealousy led the Jotun to civil war. Our
But I may be
blood
referring
the
to stuff
blood
that
of
is
the mountains. In
before
it,
all y'all's
there is
time.
power. And so we fought
Pardon the yawns, guys.
over blood itself. Vraxes, I shall feast on your beating heart. I am king, and this land is mine. You're a pretender, Bokar, not a king, not a
Bokar
brother.
and Vraxes.
Burn this land before I yield it to you. The giant kings turned on each other. Brother murdered brother. Son murdered father.
Aunt murdered cousin 3 times removed on her mom's side.
Blood we sought to claim. We tore ourselves to ribbons, scrabbling over power. Now, we bicker over mere scraps.
Ah, okay.
If
Saw it on an
Korag sacrifices
ABG
his
episode.
people to the Ice Dragon in his lust for power, our fall will be complete, and the Jotun will be no more. All that will remain is empty markings on snow-covered stone. No light, no flash, no fire. No, I felt the stone's power. Something happened. We just didn't see it.
That's right, you're not cool enough. Hi, Korag. So we'd really like you to stop worshipping Jormak.
Arrogant insect. You dare challenge me. You are nothing.
Hey now, no need
And
to get
you are
personal.
nothing compared to what your people once were. Throne showed me the truth. Your lust for power will destroy your people, as it did in the old days. I came to challenge you, but for Elder Throne's sake, I'm giving you this chance. Reject the dragon. Your
Exactly,
people
how
have
you
already
dare.
suffered enough.
Pity from a Norn. I expected more. Jormak will give us the strength to restore our glory. We will rule the mountains again.
The Ice Dragon makes slaves, not kings. Ask the sons of Svanir where their glory is, and you'll see that you've been lied to.
I will go and demand Jormak's blessing. When I return, I will show you the power of my faith. I challenge you to do the same.
Done. But I warn you, be wise as well as strong, Korag. If you insist on serving the Ice Dragon, I will cut you down.
To size. I'll cut him down to size. Back to air. Hey, Air, can Garm come out and play? There are rabbits for him to play with, briefly. Hi, Air. Garm. Oh, bye, Garth.
I wish you clear.
It's worse than we thought. The Sons of Svanir have duped Korag. He thinks the Ice Dragon will make him a true giant king. I offered him a way out for his people's sake. He's gone to get the truth from the Sons of Svanir. Either he'll defy them, or they'll have to prove the dragon's strength and make him even more powerful.
Jotun don't walk away from a challenge. The Sons will make Korag 10 times more powerful.
If the Sons were capable of that, why don't they make themselves 10 times
more powerful? Be no match
powerful?
for him, even with Air's help.
Bygarth is right. You'll have to prepare. Wolf favors those who stand for the pack, as you have. Speak with Wolf Shaman in Holbreck, and Wolf will aid us.
I prefer something more solid. You need a worthy weapon to crush Korag. With a bit more effort, I can make the Deldrimor weapon we started mighty enough to topple a giant king. It will require tempering in the heart's blood of a mighty beast. There's a griffin named Windshear. If you can track him and defeat him, the weapon will be unmatched.
Very well, Slayer. Choose carefully. This is part of your education in becoming a great hero. Do you want to secure Wolf's blessing, or enhance Bygarth's weapon?
Wow, enhance Bygarth's weapon. He doesn't do anything for me, but I mean, it'll help me kill the dragon or the
you have my attention.
Jotun king. Oh, his sword. Okay, yeah, we'll go with the sword thing, not his weapon. It's entirely different.
That's all me right there.
New chest piece. Torch, can't use it. Staff, theoretically could use it. And a new and improved greatsword, which we will use.
I was manufactured to the highest standards.
And because we have a new item of attire, random dies time again. Drum roll, please. Drum roll. Rich grape, coral, and cotton candy. And another level. And out. Please put some effort in making a weapon that will save everyone. Exactly. And then, of course, when we're done with it, there'll be no mention of it ever again. We make this incredible, freaking awesome weapon. And what happens when we're done? Nothing. Zippity and Doodah. Both. You know, generally I prefer a metallic color if I'm wearing chainmail. And I am unaware of any grape-colored metal. It may exist. Oh, wait. I had to talk to Air. And go into the actual instanced space. So, yeah. Oop. There we go. We have to fight a big-ass flying critter. But only after we kill all the frenzied animals. They're all scared because Chillwind?
Windshear is on the hunt.
I had the wind part right.
Is scattering everything in the region. Are you ready for this?
Is Windshear that fearsome?
Yes. The animals are so terrified they'll lash out at anything and anyone. We won't be able to concentrate on Windshear with them so agitated. I advise you to quickly destroy these lesser beasts first, but reserve your greatest strength for Windshear.
The creatures already seem to be at each other's throats. Why don't we let them wear each other down and then clean up the survivors?
Excellent strategy. That will put these poor creatures out of their misery.
Yeah, that came with the first expansion.
You're learning fast.
And I have a number of...
I have
Give me a sec, I will show you the skins I have
Once
unlocked
these
for it.
mad beasts are gone,
It's not
and
available
Windshare
in the
defeated,
in
I'll
the
give it to
story
you, so
instance.
you can wet it in the Griffin's blood.
Let's show these beasties the difference between hunter and prey.
So, the glider skins I currently have. We have the gyrocopter. We have the demon wings. By the way, they're all defaulting to now to basically undyed appearances. We have the undying shackles, the mandala. Not a mandala, stained glass. These are all, again, using the undyed colors. Why they default to that, I don't know. Wings, tech glider, Mordrum, the Overseer's chair. My personal favorite.
We're not done yet. There's plenty of these
pig
frenzied
balloon.
creatures left.
What the shit? You guys mind? Hey.
Eat pain.
Eat pain. That's what I had to say. Eat pain. Air. Garm, you're just standing there.
Ready to fight some more.
Garm, you did nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh, and we've got more friends coming. Apparently they don't want you to just stand there and wait. No, the mobs we had to kill, I guess they have a timed path
like an avalanche
where they
fell on
fight
a
amongst
mower.
themselves and then they run
that
over to you
Windshare?
to make sure that you don't let
None
them
other.
kill each other.
He's close, and from the sound of it, he's looking for a fight. Stay clear of his claws and beak, and for Wolf's sake, don't fall to your death. If we guard each other, we'll be victorious.
Come on. Let's bathe Bygarth's weapon in griffin blood.
That's not a little weird. Windshare and his buddies.
Might makes me right.
Missed me. Well,
Stay sharp. He's wounded, but that just makes him more dangerous. He's nearly finished. Don't let up.
got him.
Claim your prize, Slayer. Plunge this steel into Windshear's heart.
Hear me, Spirit of Griffin. Your son, Windshare, was worthy prey. His heart's blood honors my steel.
Poetic. No doubt someone will commission a statue of you. Your fame comes easily.
With your help. Tell me something. Why have you taken such an interest in my legend?
You have more potential than anyone I've met in years. We'll speak more of this later. Right now, the Jotun are our priority. Once Bygarth has finished forging your weapon, meet me at Awesomefold Shear. If Korag won't abandon the Ice Dragon, we'll be ready for him.
Doopy doop 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 doop. Oh, Dragon Basher. Deconstruct that. Go down here. Exit here. Go back to Bygarth. The grappling hook would be a good addition. I've got to admit or agree. I got to amgi, which is admit and agree at the same time. Bygarth. There's the pig. He's not dyed a very nice color. Also, you may, if you listen closely, you can hear he makes out a squealy noise when I deploy. One of my very favorites. When I first got it out of one of the lock boxes from a key farm, I was going, oh, that's kind of dopey, and I'd never used that, and it's probably the one I used the most.
Ho, traveler.
There you go. There you go. Thanks, Bygarth.
Typical.
All done.
If I had a hammer. Oh, I do. Bow I can't use. Pants I can't wear. And focus I can't use. All right, we've got a... It's time for a little king killing. Again, that still sounds a little bit bloodthirsty. Just a wee bit. And back.
Smithing's like cooking. The more you love doing it.
No pants, all business. Very nice. I'm wearing shorts. Does that count? It's a hot day here. No point in hydrate since you're consistently doing it. Well, I mean, you pop in and you hit me like in the middle of something. I normally stay pretty well hydrated. Unless I'm enjoying adult leisure beverages, in which case I'd say stay extremely well liquid enhanced. Quite all right.
Here is the weapon Bygarth forged. So light, and yet so resilient. A true masterwork.
My mother's family
in action.
I've never seen its equal.
Is of Swedish
descent. If I close
descent.
my eyes, I can almost hear the beat of griffin wings.
Korag will fall before you, but first
it does
you must
sweaty
capture
count
his servants.
as being moist.
Garm has sensed corruption here. Be on your guard.
Korag will die. I'll deal the same punishment to all of Jormag's minions.
It's
Keep that
about
confidence
90
there.
here today.
Doubt can cripple a
it
hero,
capped out at,
but
so
a bold
that's
heart will carry
32
you through when doubt grows strong. Go. Garm and I will be right behind you.
in Celsius. Warm day. Defeat Korag's followers. Let's see, what do we got again? We've got the Wind Shear, Griffin Strike, Eye of the Storm, Thundering Throw. Come on, guys. Guys. What, you want to play? I want to play. Second batch coming in from behind you. Not yet, I guess. Nope. Oh, more coming from this way. Then how about we give them big electrocution welcomes. And these guys thought they could sneak up on me? I don't think so. And round 3. Fight! That worked pretty well.
So, the Norn who doubts Jormag has returned. Look upon me now, little one, and see the might of a giant king.
Look around at all your friends.
I see nothing more than a creature who sold his soul and his people for power, and was duped into slavery.
I'll tear you in half, and lay the pieces on Jormag's
lengthwise,
altar. The
front to
dragon
back,
keeps its
or
bargains.
widthwise?
I am undefeatable. The Jotun will rule the Shiver Peaks once more.
You know, if you're really going to threaten someone to tear them in half, you should have a good answer to that question. It's a pretty straightforward one, I think. How about we summon his brood?
He's showing signs of weakness.
You're showing signs of weakness. You're showing signs of half-deadness.
Stay on the offensive. He can't last much longer.
He missed. We'll finish him off with another big bzzzt. Above 30. It's hot out there. In Moscow, it's barely 26. 26 is plenty hot for Moscow, I would think. For those of you who don't speak centigrade or Celsius, 26 would be 77. Yes, no, 79? 79. Which is warm. The average temperature here in the South Bay during the month of June is 80, which is about 26 or 27.
I thought they'd quit after we killed Korak, but here come more. See what became of your leader? This is what the dragon offers. Lies,
80
broken
Fahrenheit.
promises, and death.
And let's see, 25 is...
Korak sold himself for power, and it led to his death. Do you intend to join him?
26 and a half.
One day we will be powerful again.
Is the average
but
high
not through
temperature
the dragon's influence.
in June
We go now.
in San Jose.
They were a proud people once, but pride became arrogance and strength, brutality. I pray we never walk that path.
We won't. Not with leaders like you guiding us.
You are a bright spirit, Slayer. You have the potential to accomplish great things.
Last year was
to be
unusually
immortalized in song and
mild
stone.
in that we didn't
my
hit
youth,
80
some said that of
even.
me.
The average, we
But
didn't
I
even hit the
fell
average
short.
historical
But my
temperature
tale is not over.
until the
I
next
can
to the
teach you
last
what I
day
know
of
of
the
the
month.
world
It was
and how to
all
face
in
its dangers.
75,
Return to me when you are troubled,
77.
and I will lend
It's all
you
in the
aid.
mid 70s.
It would be an honor.
77
meet
is
again.
25. So that was probably the high temperature for most of the month. Would
Don't
have been around 25.
talk to them. They are beneath us.
The Bay Area historically is what is described as a Mediterranean climate. And generally speaking, we have very low humidity. So even when it's hot, it's not miserable. And when it's cold, I mean, we have like what we call thunderstorms. We almost never get thunder. I might hear thunder every 2 years. We simply don't have the humidity to be able to really create big, loud thunderstorms. And we've had it snow and stick in the Bay Area once in my life when I was in high school. Basically at sea level.
They have no interest in coexisting with us.
If we turn on them, all of them, how do you think they'll react?
All right, well, we have our key.
Are
Sell
your hunts dissatisfied?
the crap to get it out of my inventory.
And reforge you into a weapon against the Elder Dragons.
Thunder scare the hell out of you every 5 years. You get it less often even than we do.
Make yourself at home.
Death before defeat.
We almost never get heat and humidity together. The water off the Northern California coast is very cold. If you go further north, the water is less cold in Oregon and Washington than it is in California. There's a cold water stream that comes from Alaska to the Northern California area. And because we've got a big, huge body of cold water out there, that keeps the humidity and the temperature moderated. That's why historically the weather's always so nice in the Bay Area.
Now I shall break you.
Consume. Consume. Did that even sell? That sells for way more than I thought. I'm going to sell a bunch of stuff to get it out of my bags. Because my storage is full, I have 1,000 of each of those tucked away already. And we'll drop the festival stuff in here to be picked up by the guy I'm doing the festival stuff with. also let him deal with that item. We got one of those Dragon Bash boxes randomly. Pretty good day's haul.
The spirits of the wild welcome you.
Once died in the middle of the woods. It's local, but still way off. Moscow has so much glass and asphalt and traffic everywhere. Each summer feels like the middle of a desert. Yeah, I can understand that. I mean, it does get hot here, certainly in the summer. A few years ago, like 2 years ago, we had an all-time high of, I think, 112 or 113. Let's see, 40 would be 104. 50, no, so it'd be about 45. 981, 113, yeah. So it'd be about 45. That was an all-time high. Yeah, that's 113. I'm not sure if we hit 113 or 111. The hottest I've ever been in was 113, and that was in Las Vegas, which is in the middle of the literal freaking desert. I need a Black Lion chest to use my key on.
The spirits of the wild welcome you.
Right. So in Celsius, well, 40 is 104. So 40 Celsius is 104 Fahrenheit. All right, and here is what we've got. We have a new Black Lion box. Yeah, the math is to convert Celsius into Fahrenheit is you divide by 5, multiply times 9, and add 32. So I will get a Black Lion statuette, a Gnash Blade Dragon coffer. I will get 2 commons. Good ones are the unlocks. I will get a 10% chance of getting an uncommon or better. This set, the Shimmering Aurora set, is one of my favorites. I have a number of these skins already. Here's what they look like as an example. They are a really pretty skin. I have, I'm guessing, like 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good hunting.
5. 6. I have 6 of them. Wow. And also there's this cool new cape that just added in today. That's a scaled cape. Definitely looks better here than it did in the other colors. And then the rares have a set that I don't particularly care for. Pardon me, the Snow Garden set. I just think they're purely seasonal in that they're all snowy and everything. Not my vibe. So I would love to get any of the Aurora skins. And if I get one of those, I'd probably sell it and then use the money to buy an Aurora skin. And then the super rares, which I'll never get. So we will get the Black Lion statuette. We'll get a Gnash Blade Dragon coffer. We'll get a common, another common, and hopefully we get a 5th box to appear here. That'll mean we got an uncommon or better. It's a 10% chance, and here we go.
A fitting reward. Just
commons and not very good ones. The Black Lion claim ticket scrap's not bad. Primers I need to use. Put the Black Lion statuette away. And the last thing we will do, before I call it an evening, is we'll open up this box. Commons are some of the food items from the festival. Uncommons, various quality. The rares include... I got this earlier. I got one of the rares out of this earlier just as a drop, which is really surprised me. And then the super rares are actually pretty super rare. Not as super rare as the previous ones were. Anyway, we'll see what we get. A couple of these items that we already have sitting in the bank. That's worth a gold. Sell that for a gold. And we'll have a little ale, of course. Yo ho, a bottle of rum, but you can't drink it. So that's jumpy. So, and I am going to call it an evening. I don't know. I should be back tomorrow at my usual time. First of all, thank you guys for hanging out. As always, I definitely appreciate it. I should be back at my usual time tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, early morning in Asia and Australia. Probably playing more Guild Wars 2. And I may start the thing I talked about a little earlier. Look like a Swedish king. Also your dad, born 44, that you saw in your dream. Well, my mother's family coat of arms is quartered with the Swedish royal arms. So I am a, 8-time removed cousin to the House of Bernadotte in Sweden. I am related to Swedish royalty. I don't know how much further related I could possibly be, but I am related to Swedish royalty. So I'll probably be playing Guild Wars 2 tomorrow. I may be starting up that, definitely removed. I mean, you can't get much further than that. My mother's family was quartered with the Swedish royal arms, which means that it was like my mother's father. Probably. So I may be doing the first of the long-form Guild Wars 2 I'm going to do, where I'm going to create a new character, and I'm going to run them through all the storyline stuff and level them up all the way through all the expansions and get them ready for when the time comes and we hit the new expansion in August, I think the 20th, of the Janthir Isles. But I should be back tomorrow. Hopefully you will see me soon. Have a great rest of your Tuesday night or early Wednesday morning. I'm back tomorrow. Take care, and ciao for now. Good night, guys. And thank you for the